Hi, welcome to Fitness with Karen. My name is Karen, and this is our Easy Breezy Yoga. So, if you're just tuning in to join me, we're going to take a really short practice, maybe just a half an hour to get the body started. And we're going to start off in a comfortable seated pose. So, if you'd like to join me, I invite you to bring your blocks. Take your block underneath the knees if that feels good. If you're a little tight in the knees and the hips, go ahead and use a block. Another option is to take the block and have a seat on it. It'll kind of elevate your hips and it wouldn't be so tight. Allows you to sit up a little taller for a better posture. And when you're ready, go ahead and place your hands on top of your knees. Draw your shoulders back and down, dip your chin in and reach through your crown. Invite the eyes to close. And let's just take a moment here to just settle into our bodies, quiet the mind, and begin to focus in on your breath. In our yoga practice, we want to slow things down. So begin to inhale through the nose, slightly constrict the back of the throat, and exhale out through the nose completely. Working on that breath pattern of nice, steady in-breath and out-breath. Begin to draw your focus to your surroundings, bringing awareness around your space. And just try not to attach yourself to a thought or your chores or things that you have to do today. Just kind of allow yourself to exist and be in the moment. You know, in our challenging times, we get really distracted with our thoughts. Some of us may be anxious or worried. Just give this time for yourself to relax and let go. Try not to control the things that you cannot control. So allow yourself some peace. Think about your breath as we inhale deeply and exhale completely. Each cycle of breath is one inhale and one exhale. You want to try to create one equal length of breath. Bring your focus to your body, softening down through your shoulders, and maybe slightly dipping, just slightly, to create an elongation through the back of the neck, reaching through your crown. And then focusing onto your tailbone, right? The two bones that you're sitting on are your sit bones. See if you can ground a little bit more, be part of the earth. Maybe bring your awareness to your palms. Are they relaxed? Are you tensing? Just go ahead and just relax the palms and just feel the receiving energy. As we stay in our stillness, begin to focus on each areas of the body, starting from the top of the head, working your way down through the neck, softening down through the shoulders, checking in with the hips, maybe checking in with that right thigh, that left thigh, relax the knees, relaxing the ankles, maybe even relaxing the tops of your feet. We'll stay here for 3 more rounds of breath. Noticing the quality of your breath is now more relaxed, more at ease, a little more calm. And take that final inhale. Let's bow our head forward, opening our eyes and taking the palm of our hands onto our thighs or our knees. Gently floating your head up to look forward. Let's roll the shoulders back and down. I like to start this way. It just kind of works on any kind of kinks that you may have in your shoulders, little tightness there. Roll the shoulders forward. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and take out any props that you may be sitting on. So if you're sitting on a block or if your blocks are underneath your knees, let's go ahead and set that aside. And then rocking your seat, allowing yourself to root yourself back down to earth and just feel a little more grounded, a little more taller posture. And then from here, we're going to shrug our shoulders up to our ears. So shrug them up to the ears and then exhale, drop. Lift, exhale, drop. Last two, lift up, exhale, drop it back down. Last one, lift up and drop it back down. Now I want you to shrug your shoulders back up to the ears. Send your shoulder blades to squeeze behind you, and then begin to draw your shoulder blades down through your back body. So instead of bringing your chin up, again, elongate the neck as you dip that chin down towards your chest. From here, placing that left hand down, reaching your right arm up, continue to lengthen through that arm. See if you can bring that bicep closer to the ear. And then let's just stay still and then breathe, breathing in, reaching up, grounding down. Exhale, soften through the shoulders. One more time, deep breath in, reach up a little longer. And then we're going to walk that left hand down, side bend to the left. As you take this moment here, what are you opening up? So again, if you relax the shoulders, you're really working more on the side of your body. Continue to inhale, lengthen like someone's tugging and gently pulling you from the wrist, maybe bringing that pinky in for a better alignment. Exhale, deepen your stretch to the left. Now, if you find your seat lifting up, go ahead and just anchor that seat down and just breathe into that right armpit as you lengthen even more. Neutralize the head to align with the spine. And see if you can go a little bit deeper. Maybe some of you can bring that elbow down to the ground. So depending on your flexibility, it doesn't have to touch. I want you to just notice how you're stretching your body. So not forcing the body, but holding space. When you're ready, let's take that inhale back to center. Supporting yourself with that right hand onto the ground, lifting that left arm up. Just go ahead and find your center. So you're creating that straight line of energy. Bring notice to your shoulders, right? If you're rounding, if your shoulders are forward, let's open up our hearts and draw our shoulder blades back down again through the back body. Inhale, reaching that left arm all the way up, softening down to that left shoulder. Again, slightly lifted by the wrist, and then walk that right hand away from you and bend to the right. Notice and bring your awareness to the side body. Notice if your heart is facing to the front of the room or is it facing to the floor? If it's facing to the floor, go ahead and align that body back into that side bend. And even better, see if you can bring that right shoulder away from the ear and then turn your heart up towards the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften, maybe challenge the body if you want to go a little bit deeper by bringing that right elbow down. Now, if your seat starts to lift on the left side, again, bring it back down to the ground. And then again, reach that left arm up for that nice deep stretch. Exhale, come back to center. Let's switch legs. So however you're seated, go ahead and just switch the legs back to the opposite side. Right hand behind you, allowing yourself to be supported. So notice how that rotation on that right shoulder opens up back. Take that left hand on top of that right knee. Now again, you want to create that straight alignment from crown to tailbone. So if you find yourself bringing your chin up and arching your heart forward, again, align back to that straight line. That left hand supports you, gentle twist to the right. The more that you anchor that back hand, the hand behind you, notice how it aligns you and supports you. Notice if you're holding any tension in the hips. Can you soften those hips and twist from the lower ribs? And if you want to go a little bit deeper, inhale to lengthen. See if you can turn your head over to that right shoulder to complete your twist. If you find yourself shifting back or shifting forward, again, bring your alignment back into that straight line of energy from crown to tailbone. Stay here for one more inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, maybe go a little deeper into your twist. Gently unwind back to center. Let's do the left side, left hand behind you. Ground that hand down, lift up nice and tall. Think about the rotation now on that left shoulder. So again, shoulders up to the ears, squeeze the shoulder blade back, broadening the chest. Right hand on top of that left knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to gently twist to the left. So bring awareness to the body. Tailbone down, drawing the energy from the earth through the spine, all the way through the neck, all the way down to the crown. So imagine a string pulling you from the top of the head. I like that image. And then creating that straight line. Exhale, turn to the left, bringing your head over that left shoulder if you can. Again, be aware of your chin lifting up. Can you drop it down towards the chest slightly? Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, gentle twist. Again, if you're locking up your hips or if you're tensing up the hips, relax the hip, inhale, lengthen, twist a little bit deeper. And let's gently come out of our pose. Perfect. Now let's float up the arms, pinkies in, palm, thumb to the back. Inhale, arms up over the head. So some of us might struggle with this pose. Maybe we're rounding and the shoulders are towards the ears. Again, try to ground your sit bones down, align the spine, draw your shoulders down through the back, and lift the arms up. Now, here's a side view. Depending on your flexibility, maybe you're here right now because we're tight here in our traps. So as you reach your arms up, see if you can point it up to the ceiling. Now, if you're tight, maybe you're here now. Sit up nice tall and reach the arms up directly up towards the sky in a straight line. And then when you're ready, seal the hands together to your heart space. And we meet back with our hands in prayer. Interlace the hands, press the palms forward, shoulders back and down. Gentle stretch in the forearms. Can you feel that? So if you're bending the elbows, can you straighten out the elbows and shift the shoulders back? So we're stretching out our wrist, stretching out our forearms, working with our core strength to sit up tall, find that beautiful tall seated pose. You're going to turn the palms towards you. Exhale, contract, separating the shoulder blades, chin to your chest, and we're going to C-curve the spine. Just take a moment here, maybe tailbone down, rounding out, extending the arms forward, maybe rolling the bicep towards the ceiling. Going to get that nice, deep, gentle stretch. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. One more time, deep breath in. And let's come back to seated pose. Good. Let's stretch out the legs. So we're going to straddle the floor, extending the legs out, maybe shaking it off a little bit. Toes up, soften the bend in the knees. So a soft bend in the knees will relax those knees. You're going to feel a gentle stretch from the inside of the thighs, maybe in the hamstring. Now press your hips back. With your hands, walk your hands forward and bring yourself into a forward fold. So maybe you're just here today, and that's good enough for me. But if you can go a little bit further, here's a little side view. You can even bring those legs a little closer if you can't bring those legs wide. So from here, I'm just going to angle myself. Again, soft bend in the knees. I'm going to walk my hands, sending your hips back, bring your heart forward, and we're just going to gently fold forward. So what's happening here is you're getting in hamstring, lower back. Maybe sliding your hands away from you for that deeper stretch. We're just going to hold it here for 5 breaths. We're going to play our edge. Playing your edge is going as far as you can with effort and ease without forcing the body. So if you just take notice, if you take that deep breath in, lengthen, we're working on our fascia. It's that sheath that hugs the muscles, and we're going to release that by holding our pose. Each inhale, you want to maybe go a little further. Exhale, soften. 3 more rounds of breath here. Check in with your alignment. We have a tendency to bring our chin up. So again, straight alignment, lead with the crown. 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, deep breath out, go a little further. Let's walk our hands back up to center. Shake the legs together. And we're going to seal the feet together into our bound angle pose or cobbler pose. So bring your heels towards your pubic bone and then seal your feet together. If your hands are in prayer, you're going to do that with your feet. So bring it together. Now, depending on where you are with the knees, it might be tight, and that's okay. You can take your feet away from you. That'll kind of lessen the tension in the knees. If you can want to go deeper into your stretch, then you can bring those heels a little closer towards the body. Whatever you do, you don't want to lean back and you don't want to lean forward. You want to keep your shoulders right above the hips. And you're really going to feel it in your hips. So roll your thigh bones out and see if you can bring it down to the floor. Maybe hold on to your ankles or your shin bone and sit up tall. Now, if you're working with really tight issues with the knees and the hips, this is where the blocks can be very handy. You can support the thighs right underneath in the knees with the block. And then just hold our pose here. I'm going to lose the blocks for my practice. And I'm just going to go and work my edge. As I inhale to lengthen the spine, I'm going to exhale. See if I can bring my thigh bones back down to the floor. 2 more rounds of breath here. Deep breath in. Maybe bringing your elbows in towards your ribs, and then you're working on your bicep. Stay for your inhale, lengthen. We're going to pike forward and fold forward. So this is going to be a little more intense. So try not to bring those knees up. Keep them down towards the floor. Exhale, send your hips back and fold forward. Hold it here for 2 rounds of breath. Maybe pin your knees down with your elbows. Keep your head in alignment. Again, if you drop it down and round your back, you're out of alignment. So think about that nice straight flat back. Stay for your exhale. Let's gently inhale ourselves back up to our seat. Exhale, straighten out the legs, Dandasana. So with the legs in front of you, bring your toes upward, roll your thighs slightly inward, bring your hands by your hips. So you're going to take a side view here, shoulders back and down. Looking forward, sit up tall. You're going to use your arm strength to ground down, as well as bringing your seat down. And you're going to straighten out those elbows. So you're really working on the tricep on this one. So extend the legs, soften the bend in the knees. Inhale to lift without lifting your seat up. Bring your seat down towards the ground. Exhale, come out. So now we're going to dynamically move 2 movements, 1 breath to 1 movement. So we're going to bring the feet into Baddha Konasana. Exhale, stretch it out to Dandasana. Inhale the feet back into Baddha Konasana. Exhale, stretch out the legs, Dandasana. Twice more. Inhale to Baddha Konasana. Exhale, stretch the legs. Last one. Inhale, heels in. Exhale, extend the legs out. Now that our legs are extended, let's go for a deeper twist. Right knee into the chest. Now you want to bring that heel directly underneath the knee. So if you find your knee falling out to the side, bring it directly on top of the ankle. Interlace your fingers right in front of the shin bones. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. What's happening to that left leg? You want to try to lengthen. So don't lock up the knee. You want to elongate that leg. So keep that leg active. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Ground your sit bones down. Take that right foot over that left knee. You're in the pose. So this starts to stretch the outer hip. Continue to pull that knee in to sit up. Taking that right hand, reach it up, hitchhike back, opening up that shoulder, twisting to the right. Now you can take that hand, left hand, and wrap it around that right knee, and you can just hold this pose. Remember, you're twisting from the lower ribs. Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper into the twist, you can take that left elbow outside that right knee. Hold it here for 3 rounds of breath. Soften through your shoulders, sit up tall. Final deep breath in, lift and lengthen. We're going to gently unwind our twists, releasing that right leg, kind of shake it off. Let's go ahead and stimulate the legs by kind of pounding. I want to call it tenderizing the legs. And we're going to do the opposite side. Knee to the heart, interlace the hands, ankle underneath that left knee, sit up tall. Now begin to activate that right leg as you send your hips back and sitting up in this tall posture. Left foot outside that right knee, and that left foot should be flat onto the ground the best that you can. You're going to feel that gentle stretch on the outer hip on that left side. Left hand behind you. Go ahead and lace up the hand and hug your knee in. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to twist to the left. Moving. Don't let that right foot roll inward. Go ahead and keep your toes upward. And then to go for a deeper twist, taking that right elbow in front of that left knee. They call this pose Lord of the Fish, Lord of the Fishes. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Stay for your exhale. One more time, lift and lengthen. Unwind your twist. We're going to go for a deep forward fold. So with the legs extended, back into Dandasana, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to reach the arms up over the head. We're going to lead with the heart. Again, soft bend in the knee. And we're going to send our hips back, straighten out that back, and fold forward. Continue to lengthen. Shoulders away from the ears. One more time. Inhale to lengthen. See if you can fold a little bit deeper. When ready, reach your arms up over the head. And then let's lie on our backs. Hug our knees in. Rock yourself side to side. Now with the hands and the knees, let's go ahead and circle the knees outward. Rotate the knees inward. And then when you're ready, we're going to work on our pigeon to open up the hips. So feet are firmly flat onto the ground. Checking in with the small of your back, it should stay active onto your mat. So notice if you firmly plant your feet down, try to keep the lower back flat, flat, flat onto the mat. You'll notice that you're creating tension into the thighs and the legs are solid. So you've created your foundation. Reach that right leg up into the air, right ankle over that left knee. Flex that right foot to protect your knee joints and turn that knee outward. Now notice if you've shifted in your lower back. You want to keep that firmly planted to the mat, balancing it out equally. So stay centered. What's happening with your left leg? Is it kind of rolling inward? Go ahead and firmly plant that foot back down. And then when you're ready, you can go a little bit deeper into this pose, into threading the needle. So the right hand goes between the legs, interlace your hands in front of that left shin bone, and then gently pull that left knee to the shoulder. You can gently feel that right hip stretching. So go as far as the body allows you. You don't want to force the stretch. Listen, just pause and listen to the body. What is it telling you? Now, if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can put more pressure onto that left knee Actually pressure onto that left leg as you pull your knee to the left shoulder. Don't forget to breathe. Checking in with your chin. Is it pointing up to the ceiling? If it is, again, elongate through the back of the neck. Staying here for one more inhale. We're going to plant that left foot back down as we exhale. Now from here, you're going to drop your left knee to the right. Now you're going to take that right ankle to the outside of that left knee. You're going to get that IT band stretch. Turn to the left. Maybe even extend that left arm out. Try to keep both shoulders to the ground. Doesn't necessarily have to touch to the floor, but you're just getting a little more stretch right in the outer hip. Relax the spine. Take a deep breath. Exhale, relax and empty out. Notice the gentle, deeper stretch when you're working with gravity. You're going to release that right foot down to the mat. Bring your knees up towards the sky. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. We're going to do the left side. When you're ready, reset your feet back. Feet should be hip distance apart. Firmly plant your feet down to the ground. Small of your back engages to the mat. Inhale, left leg up into the sky. Left ankle over that right knee, and then take that left knee towards the floor. Again, bring awareness to the small of your back, right? You want to keep that anchored and engaged. Checking in with that right foot, firmly root that foot down. You're going to feel that tension on that right thigh. Try to keep both shoulders to the mat. When you're ready to advance your pose, thread the needle, left hand between the legs, lacing up the hands in front of the right shin bone. And again, make sure that left foot is flexed. Gently pull that right knee to the right shoulder. Bring awareness to your chin, right? Don't let it point up to the ceiling. Dip it towards your heart. And then gently pull that right knee in to the degree of where you need to deepen the stretch. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, maybe pulling that right knee. You want to relax your hips and just allow the stretch to happen. Releasing that right foot down onto the mat, dropping your knee to the left, keeping that left foot right over the outside of that right knee. Looking over to that right shoulder, you're going to feel that stretch on that IT band or the outer thigh, outer right hip. Relax your glutes. Releasing that left foot down to the mat. Bring your knees back up towards the sky. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. All right, we're going to go for a twist. When relieving pose, you're going to pull your right knee to the right shoulder. And you're going to interlace your hands and really squeeze. Now you can feel your whole entire spine root down towards your mat, releasing that left leg. Now here's the challenge. If you're tight in your hip flexor, this can be a challenge. So I want you to imagine to bring the back of that left knee to the floor while you pull that right knee to that right shoulder. No tension on the foot or the ankle. Let's rotate the ankle around, just kind of loosen that up. Rotate that in the opposite direction. We're going to go for a supine twist. To get there, you're going to take that left hand over the right knee, extend that right arm out to the side, and you're going to shift your left hip to the center of the mat. So you're going to bring that right knee first, and you're going to scoot your hip to the center of your mat, replant that right shoulder down, turn your head to the right. You are now into your twist. Now here's another thing to use a block. If your knee doesn't touch the ground, it's not supposed to. You want to keep both of your shoulders onto the mat. So a support of that block is helpful, especially if you're tight in the hip. And then just surrender. Now, if you don't have a block, a blanket, a towel, a pillow will work. Or if you have the flexibility, you can use that left hand to assist you to deepen your twist as you create that nice elongated body. Relax your hips, relax the glutes, relax the lower back, relax the shoulders. Notice that the gravity pulls you to assist you in deepening your stretch. When you're ready, unwind your twist. Firmly plant your feet back down onto the mat, windshield wiper your knees to neutralize the spine. Getting back on the other side, when you're ready, go ahead and pull that left knee towards that left shoulder. Interlace your hands, continue to squeeze the shin bone towards the body, then release that right leg. Checking in with your spine, right? The whole entire back, lower back, middle back, and upper back is nice and flat. Continue to squeeze and counter stretch by extending that right leg. Rotate that ankle around on that left foot. Rotate from the back the opposite direction, twisting to the right hand over the left knee, extend that left arm out, and then turn to the right, shift your right hip to the center of the mat, and then replant that left shoulder down. You're now into your supine twist. Breathe. Sometimes we hold our breath when we're holding still, so maintain that nice deep breathing, which we call Ujjayi pranayama. Again, use the support of a block, pillow, blanket, towel, if it helps you to support that left knee. Whenever we're twisting, we're stimulating our organs. So this is why we do this twist. When you're ready, unwind your twist. Bring your feet back down to the mat, knees up towards the sky, windshield wiper your knees side to side. We're moving on to pulling our knees back into our heart space, stretching out our spine. Feel that grounding and stretching. We're going to work on our happy baby. Again, keep your head down to the ground, shoulders are onto the mat, chin dips down to the chest. Bring your elbows inside the knees, grabbing your outer feet. See if you can lift the heels up towards the sky. So you want to try to keep that heel and knee in a 90-degree alignment. And if it helps you, maybe taking your hands to the instep of your feet and then gently rock side to side, pulling your belly up and in, working your core. And if you want a little more play in your happy baby, then maybe find your different movements in this pose. When you're ready, find stillness, bringing the knees into the armpits, ankles right above the knees. And then you're going to take your arms up forward. Now, can you lift your head up and separate your shoulder blades as you round your spine? You're now in dead bug pose. You look like a dead bug. Continue to lift and hold. Exhale, hug the knees in, tighten up into a tight ball. Plant your feet down onto the mat, and let's release the legs one at a time, stretching out one leg at a time, surrendering. Taking space on the mat, we're going to stay here to relax and enjoy the pose. I'm going to take you to a guided relaxation. We're going to start from the top of our head. I want you to relax your scalp. And from the top of the head, think about that like a lid opening, just releasing all thoughts, releasing all chatter, feeling your brain weigh heavy against your mat, working its way down to relax the muscles on your forehead, erasing the lines, the tension, working its way to relaxing the back of the eyes, relaxing your cheeks, relaxing your nose, relaxing your tongue, relaxing your ears, allowing any burden you may carry on your shoulders to melt against your mat, allowing your arms to weigh heavy, being pulled by gravity, sinking, releasing. Relaxing the palms, relaxing the upper back, middle back, and the lower back. Bringing focus onto your hips, just relax the hips, just let it go. If you're tightening your glutes or your tush, just soften and relax. Bringing awareness to that right thigh. If you're holding tension to that right thigh, just relax that right thigh. Bringing your attention to your left thigh. Relax and let that go. If you're holding any kind of tension in the knees, just relax the knees. Relax the shin bones. Relax your calves. Checking in with your ankles, relaxing the ankles. The heels of your feet. The arches of your feet. All the way down to relaxing your toes. Relax the body. Notice how relaxed your breath is. Relax your mind. Just relax. Let's awaken the body with a final inhale. Hold it to your third eye. Sip a little more air. Exhale, open the eyes and let it go. Gently rocking your head side to side. Bringing awareness back to your fingers. Let's go ahead and wiggle the fingers. Begin to awaken your feet, wiggle your toes. Let's end our practice with a good full body stretch, reaching your arms up over the head, bringing your feet together, maybe even arching that back, stretching it all out. And we're going to exhale, roll onto our right side, maybe using your right bicep as a pillow. Pulling your knees up into a nice fetal position, using your left hand in front of you for support. Let's just allow the body to reset. Come back to the body, reconnect back with your breath. When you're ready, pressing your hands down onto the mat and lifting yourself up to a comfortable seat. Let's have a seat where we started. Bringing the hands to our heart space. Finding our tall seated posture. Either look at your fingertips or close your eyes, whatever feels comfortable. Honor yourself. Thank yourself for making a point to join me for this practice. Let's start the day with a fresh attitude, a fresh mind, and definitely a heart filled with gratitude that we have another day together. The light in me honors the light in you. I thank you for your time. Namaste.